Hi, everybody. It's your favorite girl, Elena, here to play your favorite water witch, Remy.
Hi, guys. My name is Kyle. I play Oswald.
Hi, I'm Britton, and I play Michael.
Hi, I'm Allie. I play River, and I will also be your game goddess. Let's get this show started. All right. Where we left off is...
I'm in dreamland.
Yes.
Yay.
You're in dreamland.
Oswald just kind of got out of his dream with Rochelle, who is in a very pretty garden and was just really complaining about Peter. Oswald was very confused. And now we are with Michael, who is also in a dream, but it's very different from the one that Oswald was just in. It's different in the way of, instead of being colors in bright botanicals all around and like a tea party in the center, it's all black and white. Kind of has that smokiness to it that gives you that feel of an old 1920s movie.
I'm in noir.
Yeah, I'm in noir. And there's a guy in full suit, hat on, kind of fedora hat, pinstripe suit, and he's smoking a cigar from behind his desk, and he says, "So you chose black?"
Yeah, I did.
You are Michael. Yes? Sit down.
That is me, and I will sit down next to him.
Would you like something to drink? We have bourbon, we have whiskey, we have beers.
I'll just do a whiskey.
A whiskey?
I don't care what it is, yeah.
Okay. He snaps
But
his...
I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What is gonna happen next?
Keep in mind, he looks so chill right now. It's kind of the sense of, I know I'm in control right now, sort of like chill. So there's nothing in this situation where you can tell by his body posture he feels unsure of. He just sort of snaps his fingers, and within the smoke, which by the way, normally you can't like smell things in dreams. You can smell like the tobacco in here. You can smell the tang from the alcohol. You can feel the very nice oak wood desk that is basically in front of you. When he snaps his fingers, the tendrils of the smoke sort of whirl around in a spot on the desk, and suddenly because it's black and white, you can't really tell the color of the whiskey because literally everything is black and white. Doesn't matter if you're looking at it, but it is a bit darker than what you would assume water would look like in this sort of situation, and it's in a sort of short and stout crystal glass.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "I'm Tomas. It's very nice to meet you."
Pleasure is all mine. Very unsure of himself right now.
Yeah. He just goes, "Rochelle has told me that you guys have taken sort of sanctuary in Elysium, and though I love Rochelle, she's actually one of my dearest and oldest friends. She can be a little flighty compared to the rest of us. Though
Okay.
because we are so close, me and her share the same fears of what's sort of been going on, what's sort of been happening. So we I wanted to discuss with all of you. And this could go either way. You can either want nothing to do with me. This is between me and you, by the way. Has nothing to do with anything out there. It's just between me and you.
It's okay. I'm listening.
Okay. Some of the other Dreamweavers are very pro Peter and what he is doing right now. They are basically bowing at his feet. They feel like that is the ruler they need and they want. Now, there are some of us that don't 100% agree with everything that Peter is doing. And however this conversation goes, we'll see sort of where we meet in the middle. So Rochelle and I have been kind of Peter has been scaring us more than previously. So he's been going a little bit mad, and that's me being frank with you. Though we do agree with a lot of the things that he originally wanted and wanted to watch gifteds like you thrive, he has taken a turn of where the power, in the most simplest of terms, has gone to his head. And we don't know how to reel him back.
And I assume you already tried talking to him about it?
There's been a lot of conversations, not made from just us, but some people within the evolution, and unfortunately, the people that have spoken up about it are no longer with us.
Got it. So he's just gonna go down the line if he has to.
Yes. So it's gotten to the point, as you can tell and as you can see, that there's no return. And this isn't how we originally planned up our ideas. This isn't how everything was supposed to go. We weren't even supposed to be fully invaded in your world right now. It was supposed to be separate planes the entire time. Peter was supposed to come here once or twice, but then he came here once and he never left.
You must really enjoy this place then.
By the way, this is my personal dreamscape. I feel like I need to tell you about that. So anything said here stays here. This is our bubble. Nobody can access it, and if somebody tries to access it, I can cut off their access immediately. That is one thing that Peter has granted us, was still having our personal dreamscapes. So you can speak as plainly as you want and not have to worry about anything going back to Peter.
Oh, I'm sorry if I'm a little slow right now and trying to gain your understand, like get trust from you and stuff, because I mean,
yes,
be honest,
I know, I completely understand. Everything has been a little bit tight, a little bit push and go. There hasn't been really any wiggle room.
Nope, none at all.
I
and
do
so
know.
What do you want us to do? Like, just because we're already trying to go after him.
What were you planning on doing before? Like, did you have a plan set up yet, or what exactly is happening there? You don't have to tell me the entire plan if you don't want to.
Try to kill him.
Oh, okay, cool. So you do know you have to off him then. You cannot just leave him be like you did Astoria.
Correct.
Good.
I think he has powers. It's going to be a lot harder to detain him than Astoria.
Yes. Okay, wonderful. That was one thing I was very scared of because of how you handled the Astoria situation, which was very actually nice in my opinion of how anybody else would have handled it. But yes, just wanted to make sure we were all on kind of the same page here. Peter is past the return. Like there's no going back.
There's no redeeming him.
Yeah. He's at this point killed too many gifteds in his, what he says, plan to save them. And he's killed them for the practices of speaking out of turn, wanting to know a full plan, wanting to just fully understand what end goal is happening. And it's just he doesn't want people to know, or he's on another side entirely. You know his infatuation with is she a friend or is she something more, Remy?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend? Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, thank you.
Last time I don't think you were together. That's nice. I love that for you. This is me telling you from person who wants to protect their loved ones to another person who wants to protect their loved ones. His infatuation with her stems off of her power level and there's no uncouth way of saying this, breeding capabilities with her. That's literally the only reason. So Elena does not have a breeding kink. Good to know.
No, we've already had this.
Only if I ever make a baby, that's the only way that it's going to happen.
I like how you guys are talking about that, and then I'm getting hungry looking at the Taco Bell breakfast crunch wrap.
Oh my God.
Fuck, Kyle?
I'm scrolling Reddit, and there's an ad for the breakfast crunch wrap, and now I'm hungry.
Damn.
Everybody else, sex is cool. Me, crunch wrap.
That is a mood, though.
Yes. So he will not stop. He has set his eyes on her, and that is who he wants. But because I know it's been talked about, because it hasn't just been Remy that people have been questioning, because there have been many people that said, "Oh, well, why doesn't he try River? Because she's River is unstable. River is scary compared to Remy. Though Remy is just as unstable, River, I don't know if you've met her when she goes a little bit crazy, but that's wild.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
Chibi River shows up. I am not unstable.
That's why I said, how dare you? Because that was Chibi Remy. How dare you?
When you said that, or when he said that, like it was a quiet room and like that, no, like whatever you say in there was safe. I really wanted to be like, you suddenly hear a crunch of chips as Chibi Oswald is sitting in the background.
How the fuck did you get in here with your portal powers, motherfucker?
No, Chibi Oswald. Just hanging out.
Listen, the Chibis have the same powers as the normals, and no one can tell me differently.
They do, but we also have that random power where we show up wherever we please, so.
So, yes. There's just some disconnect happening with Peter, you see, and I'm at the point where I would like to go home. I am done with this errand. I don't know what the other ones have said to you. I know Richard and Remy have this thing going on, but no one will tell me what's going on there. It's stressing me out. I just want to know, personally, where you sort of stand.
I mean, I kind of already said what.
So you just want him dead, essentially.
I mean, yeah,
plan?
He's going to be a threat. Not quite, no.
When are you starting said plan?
I mean, we've already just kind of playing it off at our feet, really.
Oh, one more question. Sorry. I know it's a lot of me talking. Do you have, it's just because it's been going around this weird, like, Dreamweaver in head talking thing, which can't get in here, just not to stress you out. Do you have Lucas? He's been missing. No one can
Yes.
find him. You have Lucas. Why is Lucas with you?
He said that he went against Peter,
That's not going to go well for
and he
him.
wanted. Well, no, and he wanted to try to kill us.
Okay. That's good. Was it to gain Peter's favor, or was it just for, like, shits and giggles?
No, it was to gain Peter's favor.
Okay.
Or at least try to. I don't think it's going to end up for him real well.
Okay. Well, I can let you know right now, Luke has probably not been given any information, and the reason he came after you was to get more information. So deal with that as you may. None of my business, actually. I just wanted people to stop pinging me, asking me if I've seen the boy.
Pinging you? What do you mean pinging you? Like,
it's like a group messaging system that, like, it's kind of like it's kind of like telekinesis in a way, where we can just sort of, like, go in each other's minds and be like, hey, it's like a weird communication thing between Dreamweavers.
It's Facebook Messenger, but for the brain.
Telepathy. You're using telepathy.
Thank you. I forgot the word. Yeah, it's telepathy. A sense of telepathy.
Mhm.
Okay.
I knew you were trying to figure out the word, and I immediately was like, oh, it's telepathy.
It's telepathy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That word there.
That word.
Telekinesis and telepathy always fuck me up. I'm like, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, but instead of one, I get to talk to people and control mind. Other, I control things with mind. Oh.
Yeah. Yes, but it's telepathy, essentially.
Yes.
Okay, so what have you guys gotten together and, like, tried to formulate a plan then?
So here's the thing. When I'm in here by myself with somebody who doesn't have Dreamweaver powers, and he, like, is showing to you, Peter can't come in. But if we all decide as a little Dreamweaver party to have, like, our own little discussion, Peter can get in. It's kind of just like an open door policy. So it becomes a push and pull. So when no one with the Dreamweaver power, it's just me and somebody else with the Dreamweaver power, it becomes sort of a blocked off space. And the moment I open up my brain to more Dreamweavers, the brain essentially power comes open. So more people come in.
Got it.
We haven't been able to formulate anything other than, like, passing thoughts here and there. So I'm not even exactly sure what's happening, but I know some of us are not happy. If that makes any sense.
That does. Who else feels the same way you do?
I know Rochelle, because we're besties. We were in a Christmas special together. Yeah, so I know me and Rochelle. Rochelle had a impromptu, very short, like 3-sentence conversation with Richard, and there's this other woman that we don't talk about a lot, because she's genuinely pretty silent, actually. But Catherine, you probably haven't heard of her yet, but Catherine seems just as unhappy.
So if we split off to go find these other ones one at a time, or How can we get in touch with them? Because I got this.
Yes.
He shows them the necklace thing.
So that is to get directly to Winston. So
Yes.
Congrats, I'm very happy you have that. That's very good. I know the other ones have it too. But so to get to me specifically, can I see your arm?
Put his arm out. Very hesitantly still.
Yeah, he grabs your wrist. And what happens when he grabs your wrist? He grabs your wrist with his middle finger and his thumb. And suddenly...
Motherfucker got some big-ass hands.
Yeah, he do. Also, I have tiny hands, and I'm doing it to my own wrist right now. And that, I'm going to be honest, my entire middle finger and thumb can wrap around my entire wrist. I am baby.
Same.
You have baby. I can't do that at all. I can't even get halfway around my wrist.
Same.
Yeah, he had big hands.
I got tiny hands.
So what happens is his hand just starts glowing a little bit, and then from your wrist you have what looks like smoke tendrils sort of grow around your arm. It goes up to like a quarter sleeve, sort of, that's where that would be, and it just looks like smoke tendrils going all the way up your arm. They are this smoky charcoal black color from what you can tell out like in the black and white space. And he goes, whenever you need me, I need you to grab the tattoo and think about it, and you will be rushed here. But I mean that I stress this in the biggest way, is that nobody can speak this out loud about any plans that may happen, because Peter can interfere in any way he sees fit. You wonder how he always gets in Remy's head or River's head or in your heads. That's sort of the situation. He can go in and out of the heads as much as he wants because he keeps sucking powers from other gifteds, which is making him inevitably more powerful.
So then how are we supposed to formulate a plan if he already knows exactly what we're going to do next?
See, that's the fun part. You get to figure that out. When you're ready for me, and I mean ready for me any way possible that you may need me, just grab the tattoo. Tell me what's up. If you have one form of the plan that you want me to know about, and that's it. Other than that, I cannot know. I do have the abilities to go into dreams just like everybody else. Obviously, you're in mine right now. But it's... I have sort of... I can transport people from basically anywhere and bring them to where they need to be. If you remember all of the smoke powers that suddenly all of the evolution suddenly has, where they can just sort of poof away in a puff of smoke, that's stemming from my powers. So basically he's taking from my powers to get that ability.
Okay, but then I have another question for you.
Okay.
Does he have, and he keeps all of your abilities, like no matter what? Or
yes.
Is there like a time frame before like other powers and stuff?
So it's sort of a switch on, switch off situation. If he needs transport, then he pulls from my powers. If he needs a way to trap others within a dream, he uses Rochelle's powers. If he needs something that will actually hurt the other person within the dream, which normally in dreams you shouldn't be able to get hurt, but it happens, he takes from Niall's powers. It really changes within each one. Who we're trying to talk to and pull in at this time is Niall, who's Peter's second. Edmund is full on for Peter. He is Peter's third, and he looks at him as though he is a god. Edmund is going to be one that I know we cannot turn and talk to.
So we have to get rid of Edmund then as well.
I would say yes, because after Peter inevitably, hopefully, this doesn't go to shit, falls, Edmund will be right in his place, ready to pick up where Peter left off. And
he has nowhere the power as what Peter has.
He knows. Him and Niall pretty much know everything. Niall, I've been watching very closely, and Niall shows mannerisms of maybe not fully trusting Peter as much as he used to. So if you want to look into that, please go ahead. If you would rather not and fully stay away from that, I 100% understand. Who might know a little bit about Niall's sort of demeanor? Predicament demeanor would actually be the person you have stuck in your care. I would maybe talk to Luke about Niall.
Yeah, I'll have one of the other ones talk to Lucas. I still don't like the bastard.
He's a very unlikable little shit, I agree. So
okay, then I got another question. So
yes,
Peter can only lock on one power at a time, or can he do like multiple switches?
He can lock on one power at a time currently. He has not figured out how to do multiple at once. I believe that is something he is looking into right now, but also he's trying to rule the world, so it's kind of like a pass on, pass off situation.
Got it. Okay. Because that's going to be a lot more dangerous when he figures that out.
Yes.
Talk to Nihil, or at least try to get information about Nihil. Talk to Nihil. See if we can't convince him to come to our side. And then hopefully end Peter.
Yes. By the way, have you... A lot of us Dreamweavers have the ability to sense power levels and different, just like what powers you might have in general. I do have this gift as well. He just like looks at you, and he looks at you weirdly, and he goes, "Your power level has gone up significantly. Have you noticed any difference?"
Is it over 9,000?
At least
it's something like that.
It's at least 6.
Damn.
I had to make the joke.
It's 6969.
69420.
Oh,
Oh.
If we're going to say Remy is at S tier god power level and River is right below Remy at S tier god power level, we would say it would be Michael, and then Oswald is just somewhere like in between both River and Michael-ish. But
I'm just hanging out.
yeah. Only because you don't go fully into your powers ever. You just play fuck around and find out a lot. So it's
okay. So
That's
the power
fun.
level, so power ranking is Oswald, River, Michael, Remy? Is
Yes.
that how he's seeing it? Okay. Dear God, Jesus Christ.
You see a portal open up, and then Oswald pokes his head through. Hey, Michael, did you want a sandwich? I'm making sandwiches.
How the fuck did you get here? Leave!
Oop, my bad. Meeting. I didn't. There was no light on that said you were in a meeting, so my bad. I'm out of here.
How'd you do that?
Did you want a sandwich?
Who are you?
Never mind.
I love it.
Don't worry about it. He
Oswald.
does that.
Is that a new ability? I don't remember him having that before.
So it's a no to the sandwich.
I'm going to throw my whiskey at you. You are destroying the entire vibe. It was black and white in here. You have your portal open. Now everything's not black and white. There's like a weird color stain coming
No, I
through
was
here.
about to say, wouldn't it just be funny if everything else was still black and white and Oswald pokes his head in and he's the only thing that's colorized?
Well, the thing is, there's light that's coming from the inside the portal, and wherever that light touches, it's like giving the color of what it's supposed to be. It's like, why are you here? How are you here? Are you just like surfing through the dreamscape right now? How are you even doing that? Leave.
I love it.
I just kind of like thought about where Michael was, and then I remembered that he's asleep. Anyway, I'm making breakfast, so if you want anything, let me know. And then the portal closes.
He looks at you and he goes, did he have a tattoo on his wrist before?
No.
No.
Well, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Okay. Who's that from? Do you know?
I thought it was from Rochelle.
Fuck that little. Okay, all right. I'm going. I'm going to say this meeting went well. We're good. We're not going to kill each other. Yes, this is going to be good.
Currently, yes, we're not going to kill each other.
All right, great. And he slaps your new smoky tattoo again, and you wake up, Michael. And when you're not groggy and you have the time to look at the tattoo that's now from your wrist to your forearm, that's just like the tendrils of smoke. In some places it is like pitch black. In other places it shimmers like it's black gold. In other places it will actually look like it's outlined in pure gold.
Cool.
Dope. Okay. And it wraps around my wrist?
It's from your wrist to your... It's like a forearm tattoo, essentially.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. I like it. I'm gonna shake off a little bit of the cobwebs. Walk over to Remy. So, we need to talk to Lucas.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still in the fucking house unless you left.
Are you? I mean, we didn't retcon that at all. You said no. You said it. You did it. So unless you're good. Unless you plan
you're
on...
right. I forgot all
shit.
about
Yeah,
that.
unless you're
God damn it, we gotta do that.
Then I shouldn't have fucking said anything, man.
Remy is not here. Remy's not
Okay.
here. No, you
Can
don't
we
know
say-
where Remy is.
Can we say that this conversation happened while they were sleeping? Like, it wasn't gonna, like, obviously it would have taken the whole night for them to wake up. But, because I want to roll, because I said this before, I want to roll, because I didn't realize that you were gonna, like, it was like a whole, like, make a deal kind of thing. I want to propose something. Can I roll, like, a percentage die to see if Remy is going to learn that no, you should just trust the team and don't go off and do shit by yourself and try to spy on people, because that's what she's gonna do. Is try to spy on
here's
people.
what you're not getting a percentage dice. You're getting 2 d20s. You're rolling a disadvantage.
2 d20s. Okay. Okay. Roll a disadvantage. Okay. So
yes,
what are we?
because I never trust Remy to be like, no, they know what they're doing.
So that's why I was gonna do a percentage die to see, like, on a scale of like 1 to 100, like, is Remy going to trust that everything's gonna work out instead of go out and do some spy shit?
No, because I don't trust. You have to do it at disadvantage with 2
Okay.
d20s.
Okay, I'm gonna do my 2 dice that always never fail me. So what is it gonna be? Like a 1 to a 10? Remy's like, nah, I have to go spy on Rochelle. 11 to 20, she's gonna trust her family.
A 1 to a 12.
1 to 12. Okay.
A 1 to a 12 is you fail, you go to spy on Rochelle. Anything above that, nah, you trust your family and you will stay the fuck there.
Okay. I imagine that this decision is happening as she's like creeping down the stairs to like out the treehouse stairs. That this is
Okay.
when this decision is being made.
Okay.
All
Yes.
right. Disadvantage. All right. I'm rolling my dice extra hard. Disadvantage. Roll them both at the same time.
The worst part is I don't know what that laugh is for.
It's probably
The
not good,
dice
is what it
love
is.
to tell us the best story. I got a 13 as my lowest.
All
The
right.
other one, okay, you want to know something? Did you want to know how I know that the dice were telling a story? One
What?
dice was a natural 20. The other one was a 13. I was like, whoo, we
All
cut
right,
it real
dice-
close.
Dice Christ
Woo.
appreciated you today. You get like halfway out to where the I forgot what they called them. They were like the sort of-
treehouse stairs.
not the treehouse stairs. I would say you got halfway to the loading dock station of the travel pods that will take you in and out of the city, and then you go, you know what? I'm going to go back to my family because you just got above the 12. So I'm going to say you got a little bit
I
far
got
out
pretty
before you
far. I was using my air powers to kind of sneak away because I wanted to test those
Yeah.
out so I could fly a
Yep.
little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And
And
you
then
said,
I go back, I cancel the scheduled message that I had planned. I cancel it.
okay, so Michael, you're like looking around for Remy, and then suddenly she opens the front door, and that's how you find her.
Did you just try to go spy on somebody?
No, I was playing with the bees. Gosh, I've grown since the beginning of this campaign.
Oh, hey guys, I'm making breakfast. Michael, did you make a decision?
Yes, I'll take a breakfast sandwich, please and thank you.
Okay. I just go to make breakfast.
River comes downstairs and she's like rubbing her eyes and just looks extraordinarily tired. And while she's rubbing her eyes, on the side of her wrist that's facing you guys, not like facing her, you see what looks to be almost like a twist and a little star next to it that's like lime green.
Ooh, so everyone now has a spicy friend.
Apparently. So we need to talk to Lucas though.
Who's Lucas again? Remind me.
Oh my
Our
god, Kyle.
kidnappee in the
Light
closet.
boy.
The person in our closet, our pantry.
Oh, right. Okay. Listen,
Well,
it's
he's
been 2
been here.
weeks.
He's been here for basically the entire campaign since I've been here.
Listen, it's been 2 weeks.
That means
That's my
nothing.
only response to that.
Lucas is in your pantry.
Yes.
I guess when I open the pantry to get breakfast food materials, I'm just like, hey, do you want breakfast?
Lucas just sort of like cracks his eye open. He goes, I guess this is the weirdest kidnapping ever, but okay.
I mean, I'm just kind of here. I'm just existing. Right
No,
now.
but you
This
guys
was-
fed me last night, and now you're feeding me this
Well,
morning.
yeah.
Are
The
you
fucking
guys-
Geneva conventions. We're not going
Are
to treat
you-
you like shit.
Are you guys compensating for something? Did you forget to like feed your last your last person that you captured?
Absolutely not.
Remy
Flashbacks
pokes
to
her head in
the...
at this moment, and I go, "You're gonna eat the breakfast sandwich, and you're gonna lack it."
Are you a hot sauce breakfast sandwich guy or no?
Sure.
All right, then. I will put some hot sauce on your breakfast sandwich because I know that some people like that. I personally don't. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
then I close the door.
I was gonna say, do you leave the pantry open? Or
No.
no?
He doesn't seem that interested in escaping, so, but no.
He can't. He's like tied up. He's been in the dark, so he can't charge up his light powers. He's just sort of chilling.
He's a vibe.
Oh, I hate
I make the
I don't wanna
fucking
talk to him.
best
I
breakfast
have to.
sandwich y'all have ever seen.
God damn it.
What?
I don't want to talk to him, but I have to.
I pat Michael on his cheek and I go, "What exactly do you need to talk about, and why do you now have a sparkly new wrist tattoo?"
It's full forearm. I need to make that. It's not just wrist.
Why do
It's
you
like,
have a new sparkly arm tattoo?
I made a new friend for us.
new friend?
I narrow my eyes.
This friend gives out tattoos.
All of our new friends give out tattoos.
I've been wanting to
Isn't
do tattoos
Michael-
in real
or
life for a
isn't-
while.
Isn't Oswald the only one who didn't really accept the offer yet, but he has the tattoo anyway?
Rochelle was just whining
Notice-
the entire time.
This is, again, me giving you a little fun DM trick. Notice how, Remy, yours is gold,
Uh-huh.
and Michael's is gold, but Michael's is black, but has gold flecked in it and sort of platinum
Mhm.
bits. And Oswald's is just purple. It's like purple iridescent, but that's it. It's
Is it
not-
just because he hasn't accepted it yet?
Maybe.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that if we all now have the sparkly tattoos, we're all a part of the same club. And Remy's like, wink, wink, wonk, wonk, wink, wink, wonk, wonk, as she's like saying this. She's trying to speak in code.
Why are you speaking in code?
Just like, shut up. And I smack him.
River goes, what are you talking about? I don't have a oh shit. The fuck? I need to make it clear that Rivers also is not a green or platinum, not a gold or platinum. It is like a lime green iridescent.
Hmm.
Well then, it's got to be from her dad.
From my
Uh,
dad.
Dreamweaver.
I was kind of
My-
hoping mine would be silver.
I mean, what? I know I didn't see my dad in my dream last night.
Then who did you see?
Some bitch named
Before-
Katie.
Before she says anything, I shove a pen and pencil into her hand.
Some bitch named Katie.
She writes it. Some bitch named Katie.
There you go.
All right.
And I
well,
have a feeling that if we like, and then I take it and I say, I have written out on there, writing might not be as easy. Like, you know, like just writing it out is easier than saying it out loud because he's got ears everywhere.
Yep. So we
I mean,
need
full
to.
transparency. I saw Rochelle, so
I smack my forehead.
all she did was complain the entire time. I don't remember. I think she offered me something, but
I smack him. I smack him. And I like start pointing furiously at the pen and paper.
We need to talk to Lucas, though. In all seriousness. And when I say
About
talk,
what?
about one of his bosses.
Well, wasn't, and I point over at River, I'm like, wasn't her dad supposed to go into his mind and whatnot?
My dad has
It's-
not come back yet, and he said he would call us when that shit got together, and he has not called us yet. So I would say we talk to Lukey boy before dad calls, or I don't know. Do you want to wait for my dad to call? I don't really care.
Nah, I don't really want to wait at all, actually.
Okay.
All right, then I go and I kick open the pantry door. Enough eating, you scrawny little worm! And I slap the breakfast sandwich out of his hands.
He doesn't even
Remy.
get a breakfast sandwich yet. He's just sort of like sitting there,
Oh,
cracking his eyes open because he's been in the dark for so long. He's just like, oh, light shit. Ah.
Remy, remember, we can't really actually talk.
I go, I know that. And I start writing furiously. And I put out there, who do you work for?
Oh my god.
He's like tied up, looking at the paper, looking at you, looking at the paper, looks at Michael, going, what the fuck is going on?
And I write on there, this is an interrogation. And I put ... bitch.
Do you put
He asked you to put the pen in his mouth. Like he goes, do you
let
do
him
it?
write. Yes, I let him write.
When you write bitch, he then takes the arrow and points. He takes an arrow and points it at you, so it says bitch is pointing at you. And then he spits out the pen.
I turn and I say, how dare you call Michael a bitch?
He
What
goes,
happens?
I was definitely not calling Michael the bitch.
I go, we don't have definitive proof.
We do. I'm the
What
one
does
that wrote
Michael do as of hearing that Lucas called him a bitch?
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna flick him in the forehead.
Ow! Why did that hurt more? Flicking doesn't hurt that badly? What the fuck?
Okay, listen. And I'm gonna take the piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
We have to talk about Nihil.
Niall.
Nile.
Okay.
No speaking.
Oh,
I'm gonna write on the thing.
Okay, my hands are tied, so I'm not gonna be able to answer. We're just.
I
You
will
could just
untie your.
blink for yes and blink twice for no.
Yeah, we'd have to ask him yes or no questions.
I will untie your hands. But if you do anything stupid, you're gonna win a stupid prize.
Stupid games win stupid prizes. Got it. Can we roll for Michael's handwriting?
Oh my god! Why would you have to?
Why?
My handwriting's awful.
Oh,
That's
is
why.
it because your handwriting is awful in real life?
Yes.
No, it's because I personally, if I look at somebody's handwriting, I can't read it. I will actively tell you I cannot read it. So
My IRL handwriting is chicken scratch. So
Same. Apparently, I was diagnosed with dysgraphia when I was a kid.
Oh, so you mix up your letters when you write?
no, he
it's
just
not that I
can't
mix
write.
up my letters. No, I just can't write.
What am I rolling? Though is the question.
Oh no, I don't ask.
D20.
Yeah, I was going to say
Actually, no.
probably just like
Let's
a
do
flat.
a D10 on a scale of 1 to 10. How bad is your handwriting? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
I'm not
I love
digging for a
it
D10.
I love it when Elena calls the shots and I don't have to do shit.
What a roll. I'm not
You
looking
rolled
for
an
a
8.
D10. Okay, good. Thank God.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty legible. It's not like the most legible, but it's pretty legible.
It
Congrats.
shows
more
that you
legible
went
than
to
mine.
school. You went to
Really just
all I
school.
spent
care
like
about.
15 minutes talking about handwriting. It's a reason we don't get anywhere on this podcast.
This is the content that people want.
Mhm.
Okay, so your handwriting's pretty legible. Where are you writing?
What does your boss think of Peter?
He
And
looks
then I
at
will-
it.
Hand over the piece of paper.
He goes, "My boss is Peter?" Question mark.
What the hell does Nihil think of Peter? Smartass. Nile.
Yeah, just Nile, like the Nile River in Egypt. He's just like he pauses for a second, and he looks at you, looks at the paper, and takes the pen and goes, "They're very good friends," and that's what he writes on the paper.
Mm.
I need more than that.
He just sort of shrugs.
So what
My
kind of information?
patience is wearing thin.
You have no
We're
patience with this
trying-
guy.
So
I don't.
we're just trying to get information out of Luke right on Nile.
Yes.
And he's not telling us anything.
It's not that see, that's, yeah. I would say yeah.
Like he's trying to be nonchalant, like, I don't know. Like he's pulling that kind of a move.
In a way, yeah.
Okay,
River.
I take the paper and I read on there, what do you want for this information? So that he gets something out of it too.
Okay.
The only thing we
I
cannot
write
promise
down
is protection.
I write down following that up. I can make another breakfast sandwich if you give us information.
He looks at you and glares. Like he's just like, I'm and then he just says out loud, I'm not food driven. Like
I say out loud, did you not enjoy the breakfast sandwich I made you?
As you
I
see
like that it
splattered on
was
the floor.
food. I like that it was food, and I had 2 bites of it before I got thrown out. So
I like huff and then go make another one.
he looks at you guys and writes, I would like to live.
I
What do
glare
you
at
mean?
Michael. I glare at Michael.
Like, are you asking for protection? Because that we cannot promise.
No, he just knows. So he writes again, I know that there is a 90% chance of me not going out of this treehouse alive. I would like to live.
Are you going to go back to Peter after this?
Unsure.
I need a yes or a no as a thing.
He said he like underlines unsure.
I take the pen and paper and I turn towards the group, not towards Lucas, and I write, what was Rochelle? I write Rochelle ? Like, as in, do we give him to Rochelle?
I'm going to just nod.
The only one that has the immediate sort of access to Rochelle you would know is in the kitchen making breakfast sandwiches.
Okay.
Gotta go show that that one.
I march over. As I walk away, I do I'm watching you, like two fingers at my eyes, 2 fingers at Lucas's eyes, and I like do that as I walk away. And then I say, I like tap Oswald on shoulder and I write, should we take Lucas to Rochelle?
Should I like, are we still writing on the paper?
Yes.
This is the weirdest fucking chat room.
No. I write down, I can just ask Rochelle what she wants.
I go, cool.
So, I'm sure there's an easier way to like get in contact with Rochelle, but I take the frying pan and knock myself out.
Oh,
God
Jesus
damn it,
Christ.
that was not the way you do that. Winston appears because that wasn't how you get in contact with Rochelle. He goes, why are you here? Oswald.
Oh. Hey, Winston.
Dear God.
Hold on.
why are you
I need
He's still
I'll
translucent, by the way.
I'll explain later. How you doing, by the way?
I mean, my dimension's slowly coming back. It's a little bit more pigmented than it was yesterday. Yes.
All right. Well, hey, glad you're making progress. And then I open a portal, and I'm like, well, see ya.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully,
Roll
I
for-
portal into Rochelle's area.
I was gonna say roll for portal.
Okay. Hold on, I have to
I
pull
would
up the
say-
character sheet.
Okay.
All right, what am I rolling?
I would say intellect.
That's a good thing I get a 10 in that. Now, do I risk it on roll 20 or actually roll dice?
That's
Roll
on
real
you,
dice,
bud.
man.
Okay. I'll roll real dice. That's a 16
Total?
total. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you are in the very bright and sort of, I wouldn't say overgrown, but just like a very intense garden that you were in before. And there is an empty table where a teapot is.
Can I manifest one of those like service bells where you put your palm on it and it's like ding ding?
Give me an intellect check.
That is a 15. So
I love how both of you, by the way, know exactly what Oswald needs to do to get Rochelle's attention, and none of you are saying shit.
Well, that's because he's already knocked himself out.
Yep.
We're just letting it happen.
what was that intellect check?
it was a 15.
It was a 15.
Yeah.
So you think of a little dinner service bell. What comes out of the air is a buzzer. It's like a game buzzer, like a game show buzzer.
Wait, is it the Staples button?
No, it doesn't say that was easy. It literally just goes every
Damn.
time.
I was about to say it's the one that goes, that's what she said.
Or the one that goes nut.
No, it's just like a game show
Rochelle's just
buzzer.
going about her day, and then all of a sudden in her head, nut.
It's just a game show buzzer.
Well, we found the one who has the breeding kink.
Yeah, right. Ironically, the asexual one. Yeah, I just hit the buzzer a few times.
Let's see what Shelly's doing. So where no one can see it, Rochelle is in her living room, just living her best life, eating snacks, watching The Bachelor. And she hears in her head, and she like smacks the top of her head like, what the hell? And then we're back in her dreamscape.
Hey, Rochelle, how you doing?
No, she's not in it. She just is smacking her head trying to make the
Oh.
buzzing noise go away.
Can I like yell out like, "Hey,
Hey, yo's!
I need to talk to you for a second. I forgot how to get into contact with you normally."
Hey, Oswald, can you give me an intellect check just for a second?
Always
Mhm.
fucking intellect checks. This better not be
Mhm.
lower than a 5. Oh, good. It's lower than a 5. I got a 2.
Oh.
So 12.
Oh.
Can you give me another intellect check?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's another 2. Do you want me to roll again? You know what? Scratch that 2. I'm using a hero point. Okay, that's better. A 29. I'll take that.
You look-
Jesus
As you're
Christ.
trying to get her attention and screaming in her head, your eyes notice the very shiny purple tattoo that's on your wrist, and you realize maybe if I touch this, I can get her fucking attention. You fucking maniac.
For some reason, he thinks that it's like itchy or something like that, so he scratches it a little bit.
She shows up. She goes, "Oh,
Oh, good.
Hi.
Me calling out to you actually worked. Hey.
no, I felt the touch on your wrist. Your wrist activates me. Hello."
Oh, because I had a game show buzzer and everything. So
That was the buzzing in my head. Never do that again. That was very
wild
invasive.
that you can hear that. That's crazy.
That was so invasive. I'm watching The Bachelor right now.
Okay, well, fucking TiVo it.
Who uses TiVo? How old are you?
You get a flash of like an eldritch being. And then No, that's not canon.
I don't even know what Tuco is.
Oswald is an eldritch god. He's like, okay, so quick question. We have, what's his name? I think Lucas.
Yes.
Do
you have Lucas. Oh, that's good.
Do
We
you
were all
want anything
expecting
with
to be
him?
dead.
Like,
Do I want anything to do with him?
yes.
I mean, I could give him to Peter and gain favor, and so he like trusts me and shit. But that's like all I would
And
really
just so
use him for.
Just so I'm clear, you're not trying to kill any of us, right?
No, we talked about it. I'm tired of Peter's shit. I don't
Listen,
want
we recorded that episode 3 weeks ago, so
Listen,
I don't remember.
I don't give a fuck how long you recorded it. It was just literally 7 hours for me. So get your shit together and write notes. I don't know what to tell you.
Damn.
Also, I hit myself on the head with a frying pan for this because I completely forgot. So
No, you don't need to knock yourself out to get to me, you poor sweet baby.
No, don't give him that.
Don't give him that.
No, he knows what he did. He knows that he was being dumb. No,
I love how you're just like, no, don't coddle him.
no, don't enable this
He
shit.
is not baby. What do you mean?
I am baby.
You just need to touch the tattoo. I told you that. You
Yeah,
just need
again,
to touch.
recorded 3 weeks ago. Don't remember.
I don't
Anyway,
give a fuck how long it's been recorded.
I love how we're just okay with breaking the fourth wall now. We're just
I don't
we
give
just
no.
accept it.
I have made it very clear. Anybody who hates metagaming should not listen to our podcast because
Yes,
that's
that's
literally
fair.
the entire podcast is us metagaming.
I try so hard not to metagame, but damn, is it fun?
yeah, right.
There's some people that
Anyway,
hate it with a passion.
So yeah, we're interrogating him right now. I think one of us figured out that Niall is trying to do something with Peter, like that's his right hand or something like that.
Oh, his second, yeah.
Yeah. So
Edmund's the bitch. Niall's kind of cool. You have to catch Niall at the right time, though. Sometimes he gets kinky.
weird. Anyway, so Lucas said that he wants to live.
Okay.
I don't know
mean,
what that means.
I feel like that seems like a valid request. I mean, nobody wants to die in the hands of their enemy.
Yeah, that's fair. So,
You know what? I'm really tired of my dreamscape. Can I just like come where you guys are? I'm bored.
oh yeah, sure. I open a portal.
Oh my god.
Oh my Jesus! Stop! Now we're gonna have to deal with this bitch and writing to her. She's gonna be the idiot who talks out loud.
I open a portal and walk out, but I know that it's in the dreamscape, so I like open a portal to her living room too.
And she goes, "Oh, I don't need that. Thank you, though." And she just disappears. And you walk out into, you like wake up Oswald, and your portals just like disappears. It's like over you, and then when you wake up, it's like disappears.
I think it'd be funny if he wakes up to me slapping him repeatedly, like, "What is wrong with you? Touch your wrists."
On my way out, I
Almost
say, "Bye, Winston."
Rochelle pops up in the like kitchen area, and she goes, "Oh my god, hi! This is so cute. I never get to stay in the little treehouse's Airbnb.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh my god.
I turn to Oswald as I'm like standing over him, and I go, "I hate you. I want you to know I hate you."
Listen, she's on our side for the most part. Okay,
I'm going to grab a piece of paper and shove it in front of her.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're doing paper, like writing it down because
Oh,
you
it's
know.
like a fun little archaic chat room.
Oh
Well,
my
yeah, because
god.
your
Make the
fuck-
voice stop.
your fuckface boss can hear us or something like
Yeah, I
that.
know
So.
he can. He can hear
Saying all of
literally.
this out loud.
I'm
We're
not
all
a
gonna
calling him a
die.
fuckface. Hey Peter, you're a fuckface.
Oh, Lord.
I legit start bashing my head into the wall.
I heard dice.
She takes the paper instead of writing anything on it. She just looks at it, and you just see like very pretty gold scroll like start showing up on the paper and just says, "Hi, Key. Rochelle is my favorite."
I love how this is the character that breaks us, not Buster, who was intentionally made to break us.
Oswald is like completely fine with Rochelle. I don't know what you guys. I don't know what your problem is.
The reason Oswald is completely fine with her shit is because Kyle is completely fine with Allie's shit, and that's the reason.
I've known you for too long, and Rochelle
It's
is
the
you.
Valley girl for me.
Yeah,
Oh
Rochelle
my God.
Rochelle is Allie.
My PA is coming out.
Mm.
My Pennsylvania roots are coming out, man.
Anyway, so I write down everything explaining what we're doing and why.
Yeah. And she, like, again, no pen at all. Just, like, looks at the paper and then the gold scrolling. Like, it glitters while it shows up, by the way. It just says, okay. She's giggling the entire time. It's very much, like, Kat from Victorious. Sort of, like, having the best time of her life.
Oh, no.
So I lead her to the pantry. And I open the door and I just kind of like gesture her to walk in. Like,
She, like, looks at him on the floor and goes, like, out loud, just like she did not write. She goes, "He's in the pantry." Why is he in the pantry?
darkest place in the place.
Oh, it's because of his light powers. Smart.
Mhm.
Oh my god, that's so smart. You guys are so clever. Hi, Lucas. He goes, "Oh, fuck, you brought her."
I said, like, I am slowly starting to switch towards, like, text messaging, and I send a message to Michael, and I go, "Would you still date me if I was like this back in high school?" And I was.
I love the "and I was." Would you date me if I was a worm? What?
Oh boy.
And I have, like, the saddest puppy dog eyes of, like, please.
Not the puppy dog eyes is what the text says.
Yeah, like, Lucas is just, like, banging his head on the back of the pantry. He's just like, why?
I point the finger at Oswald.
I just shrug.
Rochelle gets, like, in his, like, bubble. She's, like, in his personal space. She goes, "So?" And where everybody can hear it, but she does not move her lips, you can hear the telepathy come from her go, "What's going on with Niall?" And he just stares at her wide-eyed because no one's ever heard that voice come from her because she's always seen, like, the flighty, like, cutesy one. And he just sort of stares at her for a second, and she goes, "You have some information about Niall for me, Lucas?" And
Rochelle
my
has turned
God.
Dommy Mommy.
and Lucas is just, like, trying not to stare at her. He, like, closes his eyes and she, like, takes his chin, like, makes him look at her. And she very, like, stern calmly just goes, "Have you heard or seen something that everybody else should know about?" And when she says that, he looks over at you guys and just goes, "I just want to live." Like, that's literally all he says.
Oh yeah, I told her.
Oh, okay. And she's, like, giggling, like, very lightly, and it's just like, "Oh, Lucas, what aren't you telling us?" And she looks over her shoulder, and River is just sort of, like, messing with the tattoo that's on her wrist, and she's, like, sort of paying attention to what's going on, and she goes, "Shh, River. And River looks over and she goes, okay. And she goes, come here. And she goes, okay. And she's just like, you've gone to Lucas's head before, right? And she goes, yeah, but it was really only surface level stuff. And she looks at her again and smiles and goes, what about your father? And River goes, he was supposed to go into that last night. And she goes, has he messaged you back on anything yet? No, not yet. I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but there's also a lot of shit that's going down. She goes, that makes sense. Okay. So surface level, just the boring shit. Okay. Well, and she gets up. I'm going to stay here until he says something, or we hear from River's father, who I really actually want to meet. He seems so fun, and he's also a Dreamweaver that never actually like met up with Peter, so he's just like a free spirit, and I'm jealous.
You see Michael just like grabbing his temple and rubbing it.
And she like sits on the couch and she goes, this place is gorgeous though. I think I want to get one.
You basically have one.
No, I have the ones that are in the sky rise in the city. This one's more rustic. I love it. Oh God, no, I need to, one moment. And she puts her hands on sort of like the living room table that's sort of like attached to the kitchen. And all of a sudden you see this like iridescent sort of shimmer come out and just sort of go all around the sort of top end of the treehouse. And she goes, sorry, I almost forgot to ward the place. How stupid would that be if I didn't fucking ward the place? Like, it would be like my entire dreamscape. Now I can have this place as a dreamscape and replicate it, so I can come here whenever. And also now Peter can't get in because none of you guys have Dreamweaver powers, so that still counts.
Oh my God.
I'm just kind of sitting there nodding like, oh, okay. Smart.
Finally somebody did something smart.
And it's the one that you hated too.
Thank you. No one ever calls me smart, actually. They always call me like obnoxious and annoying, and like the only one that really likes me is Thomas because he gets me. But that's fine. I don't really need a lot of friends because sometimes a lot of people are just too much. You get that? Yeah.
You have me and Michael and Remy are like, oh my God, make it stop.
And Kyle's just like, I'm here vibing.
Yeah. Well, at this point, I walk up to her and I'm like, all right, well, based off our last conversation and the fact that you're seemingly actually doing something for us, I hold out my hand as like a way to like confirm that I'll work with her.
Her response to that is, ah! And she grabs your wrist, and suddenly your purple tattoo turns a full sort of gold pearlescent shimmer. And she goes, yay, it was accepted, now it's gold, it's so pretty, it's so cute.
I would have preferred silver, but you know.
Oh, I can make it silver. Do you want me to make it silver? I just thought gold would look better with your skin tone.
I mean, just silver because of my last name, you know?
Oh, that's so cute. Your last name's Silver. And she changes it to silver.
I turn around and I give everybody a thumbs up.
Rochelle's my favorite Dreamweaver, and I love that you guys hate her. Yeah, so she looks over and she goes, now, are we going to wait for River's father to call, or should we call him? What if we call him? I would love to freak him out and be like, ooh, I got
River,
your
for the love of God, call him.
Can I be on the
shoving a
call?
phone
Can I-
into her hand.
River's just like, okay. I don't see a problem with her either. I think she's kind of fun, but we're not going to talk about it, I guess. She just like goes. She's like, compared to the other Dreamweavers, Rochelle's fucking chill.
This would be you if you didn't have all your trauma.
Oh, fuck. The sad part is I was thinking, how would I play River if she was the opposite of like what she was now, and you are not wrong.
Remy whispers under her breath, "This was me before my trauma."
River hits. It'd be you if you didn't have all your trauma. That's so fucking funny. River hits call. And as she hits call, Rochelle looks over at you and she goes, "I'm like this because of my trauma." Thank you. It just added sparkle.
You want to know the sad thing? The fact that it's fucking Rochelle is me.
River calls. She's just calling Professor Lancaster because she doesn't actually have Ezra's number. But Professor Lancaster answers within 2 phone calls, and he goes, "Hello." And she goes, "Hey, Professor, is Ezra around?" And Ezra then takes the phone. He goes, "You can call me Dad." And she goes, "I really can't. If it's physically not in my capability." He goes, "You know what? That's fair. You do what makes you feel comfortable. But know that I am your father, and I'm very sorry that I was not there for your life." And she goes, "You are being too supportive. Did you get anything on Lucas?" He goes, "Yes." Lucas's mind is wild. He is very traumatized. All of you are
Everybody's
very
traumatized.
Yeah, you're all traumatized. Who is that one? And he like points at Rochelle, and Rochelle like does a hair flip. Keep in mind she's a very like petite black woman, so like her hair's in like this beautiful afro. So she just like flips a little bit of her curls back, and she goes, "Hi, I'm Rochelle." He goes, "Who's Rochelle?"
She's a Dreamweaver that works for Peter, but not really.
You have a Dreamweaver in your apartment.
Did you miss the not really part?
Okay. And she goes, "Hi. So you're not attached to Peter, and I'm really jealous." And he goes, "You are wild."
Imagine what would have happened if you grew up with your daughter and your son.
He looks at you. He's like, "If I grew up with my son, there's a chance that you wouldn't be dating." And he points at Remy. "Where is my son?" He was there.
Hey.
Down. Where's Rodney? Well, here's the game goddess because she doesn't want to deal with them.
They're sleeping.
They're
Yes,
sleeping.
they sleep. That's
We
it.
have not
I know the
woken them up
frying pan.
yet.
The alarms have not gone off.
Got it. So they're lazy too, obviously. Okay. So Lucas has a lot of basically in the revolutions or in evolutions like tunnels and like areas within Anchorage because that's where he mostly stayed. He did listen in on one conversation that I don't think he was supposed to listen in on. And he did actually get threatened pretty badly by Niall once he found out about it. So it makes sense like why he wouldn't say anything. But Niall did call someone. I don't know who he was on the phone with. And it seemed like he was talking pretty silently to just like not get anybody's attention, but he was telling them sort of Peter's plans from there, and he was wondering how possibly to slow them down, which I think is a little weird. seeing as, he's supposed to be Peter's right-hand man. I don't know who he was talking to, by the way, so, like, don't ask me that. I couldn't get that far because, Lucas didn't know who he was talking to, so... that memory was also sort of fuzzed out, so I had to do a lot to dig through it. I don't know if that helps you with anything.
Oh, okay. So, we have information that Nihil talked to somebody, but we don't know who.
Yes, and it seemed like he was trying to slow down Peter's plans. Like, they would already be farther if it wasn't for Niall right now.
Okay, do either one of y'all know, does anyone know how to get to Nihil's office?
I elbow him again and I go, Niall.
It's the accent, okay? I'm sorry.
I didn't get that information. From what I can tell, he's still in Anchorage with Peter, but also don't trust me because I'm not technically in that group.
I'm gonna look over to Lucas and to Rochelle.
Rochelle is looking at her nails and goes, Niall's like super secretive about everything. So like I'm not even really sure how to get into his dreamscape, and I know how to get into like other people's dreamscapes. It's like not hard. I was in Richard's dreamscape as a wolf for a bit, and I was just like, oh, and I was just running around, and I think you guys were there. You guys were like real scared.
That was you?
There was all of us. There was mostly all of us. Yes, Nyx wasn't there.
my
Nyx is
God.
gone. Poor Nyx. Oh well.
Why did y'all have to take forms of fucking wolves when we were in the middle of fucking... Oh my God.
Because it looked like fun. And I saw a girl in a red hood, and I was just like, you want to know what that reminds me of? Ow! And then I became a wolf.
I hate this idea. Yeah, instead of getting information from us or us from you, you scared the shit out of us.
Listen, sometimes you gotta do it to them. It had nothing to do with like harming you or anything. Actually, no, that's not true. There was probably a few of them in there that did want to like eat you, but it was definitely not me. It couldn't have been me. I saw you like 12 times. I could have caught you at any time. I was leading the other ones away from you, going ha ha ha, go this way, and there's like go this way, and I was like yeah.
I give her a high five.
Thank you. And she high-fived you back.
Who else is on your side? Who else? Wait, there was the one name that that he just told me that is super, super quiet. Shit.
Huh?
But there was one name that I was just told not too long ago by your friend, by a mutual friend.
Thomas. Oh, I love Thomas.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Stay on point right now.
Maybe you should just bring Thomas here.
I can.
No, because that would might open access to Peter.
That would actually, yeah. That seems like a bad
Exactly.
idea.
So let's not do that and say that we did.
Okay.
There was the one quiet one that he told me the name. Yes. That is kind of like on our quote unquote our side.
River raises her hand and she goes, "Is it this bitch, Katie?"
That one.
Jesus.
Oh, Catherine.
Yep, that's the name. Thank you.
Catherine is an odd one. She is an odd duck. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So could she have been on the other line with not with Niall?
I'm unsure. I know Catherine also just fucking hates Niall, so I'm gonna say probably not.
So then who have you talked to? Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay.
I will
So we need to
say, I
find the
will
one-
say this. I will say this as a game goddess. Michael, you would not know the person that they were talking to. The other two would have more of an idea of who Niall was talking to. Now I
I'm gonna
just
look over.
broke.
Hold on. The
gonna
quiet
go-
one?
The quiet
So-
one is Catherine. That's the one that.
Mhm. What was the one who was best buddies with Winston? What was his name? Lucian!
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Then yes, that Lucian would probably be your best bet, especially because your game goddess spent the last 20 minutes on Spotify looking for the name and hating James's voice. Correct.
Oh, I have a question for Rochelle that just popped in my head.
Oh, that's scary. Okay.
What would have happened if I picked blue?
Then you would have gotten somebody else.
And who would that person be?
Me trying to find my Dreamweaver notes. Please hold.
Yes.
No, that one's not that hard. That one's because I found it. Oh, you would have gotten Carlos, who's actually in Sanctuary right now.
Wasn't that one of the places we were thinking of going to?
Yeah, that was.
Because Sanctuary, it was like there was some weird shit going on, and then the other one that we really wanted to go to was Shielded Native because the Florida
Mhm.
man.
Yep. Have a
Oh,
bunch of
good
have
thing.
a Florida man army.
Actually, are you saying this out loud or no?
No, this was.
No,
this
I
is
wasn't
just
using. I
bullshit
wasn't using
talk.
my character voice.
But just imagine having a Florida man army.
You know, we would have been unstoppable.
Yes. So, yeah. If you would have picked blue, I would have connected you to Carlos. And because you picked black, you went for Tomas, which personally I love Tomas. So, congrats.
So how are we going to get in contact with Carlos then?
I mean, I could just ring him, but then the whole like two Dreamweavers being in the same spot and then opening the portal so Peter can get in.
What if we send Lucas to Carlos?
Lucas, do you want to go on a field trip? Fuck.
I offer up my portal powers. Like, yeah, I mean, I can get us there quickly if you need me to.
Yeah. So you would need to go all the way to Sanctuary, and you know where that is in retrospect to where we are. Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying I can just open a portal.
Yeah, but you, as someone with your portal powers, don't you need to like know where exactly you're opening it, or else you'll just like spit out of nowhere? Like, have you been to Sanctuary? Do you know what it's like? Do you know how it feels?
No, but I mean, I did open a portal into to Michael's little dreamscape. So
Yeah, but also you're in the dreamscape in general, and because you were in the dreamscape, you could like theoretically get into anywhere in the dreamscape because you already know how that looks, how that feels, how to open certain doors. So like that makes sense. But
yeah, that's fair.
do you like how annoying how smart Rochelle is, but also just like annoying in general? I love it.
I'm ignoring it.
She's growing on me,
She's growing on me.
slowly but surely.
Yeah, so do we want to bring Lukey here over to Carlos? I don't know exactly what Carlos would do with him. I'm just being honest.
That's fine.
Okay, so I am going to get rid of that then. Do you need anything else from me?
I'm gonna make sure. Can you like put a tattoo onto Oswald, like on his hand, just says "touch tattoo" if you need me?
Oh yeah, he totally forgot and just hit himself, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, come here, Oswald.
I walk over.
She takes your wrist, and on, like, in between the two little, like, fingerprints that are now, like, acute silver, not unlike my now type 1 diabetic tattoo that informs people that I'm diabetic, it says, please touch these to get in contact with Rochelle. And it says, please touch these to get in contact with in like a American typewriter font. And then Rochelle is in like a very pretty script.
Okay, then.
And she like looks at all of you and goes, okay, let's go, Luke. And she like grabs the back of his shirt and she goes, I'm going to take this with me. And you guys have some form of an idea of like what to do. You know how to get a hold of me. Now he does because it's on his wrist. Bye. And she just like poofs basically out of existence. But unlike the smoke that Tomas has, it's kind of like a bright starlight that like fills up the entire room and then like goes away. And you're left in the empty apartment with no Dreamweaver and no Lucas.
Good, I don't have to worry about Lucas.
Does anybody want more breakfast sandwiches?
Hey, hi, hello, friends. It's your favorite game goddess, or like Rochelle, right? Because she's like a total icon. I hope everyone's having a good week. I know I am. For a reminder, we are no longer really thriving on Twitter. We are thriving over on Threads. Follow us at Dice Drop Pod on Threads or on Instagram if you want to have more updates from us. And by updates, I mean more stuff about the campaign, more about the campaign that Kyle's going to run in the meantime while I'm getting the new campaign together. Here's a sneak peek. It's Old Gods of Appalachia. And we're going to have our good friend Amber, the Space Jamber, joining us. Woo! Yeah, so we're really excited to start recording that. Another thing, just a reminder for everybody here. Yes, Britton is in this episode. Britton will no longer be in the episode, I believe, after 94. Episode 94 is the golden ticket. If you like the games we're playing, if you like the content we make, if you're just like, man, I would really like to jump in on those kinds of games, sort of away from the old dragon game, pop on over to greenrodentstore.com and find a few games to try out, and then at checkout put in our code DiceDrop for you to get some money off your order and to help support the podcast, because we get a little bit too. It's a nice little symbiotic relationship there. If you're wondering, hey Allie, when's the next episode you have going on there? Huh? When's the next one? We'll see you guys on November 3rd. That sounds about right. November 3rd. It's winding down, guys. We're almost done with this campaign. That's wild. Stay on for a little bit longer. You can hear the blooper of me trying to find some information via Spotify from way back when we first started. See you guys. Let's go to the bathhouse.
Made up as it goes, and whatever is forgotten is forgotten. That's how I think this place is made up as. I don't think there's any records. I think if there are,
River was extraordinarily traumatized, guys. I made a fucked up character.
Yeah. We all got fucked up pretty good.
Well, if there's anyone that's been stuck here, like that lady said,
Okay, you're like toward the end. Lucian, where are you?
It might be, I don't know if it was on the same episode, but that's what it was. His name is Lucian.
stressed the fuck out, guys. Like she thought this was all fun and games.
Oh, I think we're getting to it.
It's starting to really.
I went to La La Land because I know it was before where we went into the bathhouse in Sleepy Hollow.
River, I'll tell you what. Why don't you go to the inn, take a nice, relaxing bath.
Wait, did he?
Ew, was that Winston?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that was Winston's voice.
That's gross.
Games that I gave it.
Zoe, why don't you go to their inn and
Ew.
relax, take a nice, soothing bath,
Nope.
and just
No.
calm your nerves for a while.
Nope.
That's easier said than done. But all
I suggest that to the two of you as well.
Go into the bathhouse. I need to know his name. You stupid horse.
Something in and of itself. So,
This was the best episode that he probably ever edited because you can actually still hear us with the music in the background.
to put sound pieces together, and like nuances and stuff.
Thank you for understanding audio levels, Sally.
I don't think she's gonna find it down.
mhm.
I don't put a lot of background music in our shit anymore.
I think
I just do it for ambiance every so often.
I guess like
That's fair.
relaxing or try to think.
Okay.
Come on.
If anyone wants
So
to
close.
help her a little bit right now, I'm telling you right now, she's not doing good.
River's still not doing good, babe. Like, she's like doing better, but still, that's her entire shit is not doing well. I don't know how to tell you this.
And